blown away by this place. Well, welcome to Barleycorn Cottage.
Welcome to the cottage. Hi, welcome to another edition of the cottage. And unfortunately, we've had our first, well, what would you say, major disaster?
Bad week.
Bad week. Well, do you want to explain what's been happening?
Yes, I can do. Right. Well, firstly, we go round and we have had the windows replaced as of Thursday, and we used a company who we thought was reputable. They have left an awful mess, and if you get Jay to pan with the camera, you'll be able to see some of the damage that's been left behind. How wonderful is this? It's not even sealed. I can still get my finger through. This should not happen. They should not have filled with this stuff and left it as it is. That's not the only side of the window. If you look at the window as well, the window is, to use their words, on the piss. I'll rephrase that for you. It's not square with the actual window frame and with the lintel. And if you look up above, you can see there's 2 inches difference this side and only about 1 inch the opposite side. So quite clearly the window is at an angle and it shouldn't be. Exactly the same issue with the ones upstairs, directly above us, and also the same with the landing window. Again, using expanding foam, which to me, in my opinion, is not watertight. So I now probably am going to end up with a lovely damp problem in and around this particular part of the house, so I'm not very happy about that. We've had the damp proofing guy out and also discovered that the house is no longer under guarantee, even though they said there was a 30-year guarantee. The people that had the work originally done by the company have basically ruined the guarantee. I don't know if that's the right word, but because they've used the wrong products on the wall, essentially they have allowed the damp to continue to break through, and as such we now have a damp problem yet again. And unfortunately that now means that instead of getting the work done through the guarantee, a 30-year guarantee, and we're at year 27, it now means that I have to pay for a full damp course treatment for the property. So my budget is now dwindling fast. Well guys, this room's a bit of a disappointment. I mean, behind me we've got a rather rubbish example of a working window. We've got expanding foam all the way round, and clearly the window doesn't fit. If you look this side, there's at least 2.5 inches gap, and then probably 1 inch at the bottom, so clearly the window does not fit properly. It's also not square in the frame either. The window itself isn't sitting true, so it looks as if it's on an angle. I'm not very happy with it, so the company's coming back out, but that's not the problem that we really have with this bedroom, or this particular room, should I say. While the electrician was running his cables through, he needed to drill the joists, so in order for him to do that he's had to fetch the floorboards up. When he's fetched the floorboards up, we have discovered that we've got the dreaded woodworm here. It has been treated so far for the bits that we can see, but obviously that now means that all the floors got to be ripped up, all the floorboards at least anyway, so we can treat all of the joists to make sure that it doesn't spread. Then the floor can also be treated as well, and hopefully at that point that will be safe for us to continue using.
So I'm upstairs, and today's task is we're going to try and attempt to get some of the plaster off of the walls, ready for the plasterer guy to come in and do his stuff. There's still a lot of damp left here in the property, so we want to get that down, and today's weapon of choice is obviously a bolster and a chisel. And we've also got a nice pneumatic, what you would call big boy electric jackhammer type thing to have a play with later on. But for now, I'm just going to start the old-fashioned way with the hammer and bolster. Let's see how we get on. Okay, first, safety first. We've got hard hat. We've got gloves. We've got goggles. But hopefully, we'll go over glasses. We've got gloves going on. And we've got hammer and bolster. Let's see if we can get this bad boy down. Whoa! There you go. It's quite satisfying. Oh, yeah. So, we've been at it for a while. I wonder if it's now time to call out the big guns.
Yeah, I'm getting tired now.
Yeah. Okay. So, you're all steamed up there. We're getting ready with the big guns. We're going to have a go with our new toy, the bolster. So you're going to show us how to set it up safely. So we start with the chisel. And this is the unit we've bought. It's big. We don't plug it in yet, but we just unravel the wires. Okay, this is an SPD drill piece, is it not? What's it called?
SDS.
SDS. That was sign language, I think.
Yes.
It's an SDS drill. So you put your bit in, pull the shaft down, twist in place, and then it will lock in place. So that drill bit is now locked. Okay, we're pretty much ready to go with this now. Making sure it's all tight and secure. And we're plugged in. Okay, and that is how it goes. Right, well, this is my first go with this. So, safety first. Let's see if we can get ourselves 250 quid on you being framed. And I'm going to do my riches up so we don't get any builder's bum.
Oh, if we do, it's on film. Yeah, you just have to watch it kicks back quite a bit. Okay, alright.
Let's have a try here. Okay, I don't suppose there's any chance of a cup of tea. I'm glad I'm wearing an hard hat.
Okay, well, here you can see that we've been requested by the damp course guy to come and remove the plaster right the way back to brick so they can do the necessary damp coursing treatments and such like. And the damp guy's come in a few days later and he's gone, that's the wrong product. And he's also seen that an additional damp course has been put down here. As you can see, these holes have been drilled into the wall and then subsequent injections have been made to create a damp course. Back in the 80s, I believe they used sort of like a resin type treatment, but now apparently it's a cream and they do exactly the same thing. They actually provide a damp course for you, and it provides damp course up to halfway up the wall. and then the rest of the wall obviously should be okay. However, in this case, because the wrong product has been used, they've used gypsum instead of, you know, facing up the wall as they should have done with the proper treatment as advised by the damp guy. This now means that all this plaster and this rather tacky wallpaper has to come off. So we have a little bit of a job on. The electrician has finished his first fix. As you can see, we've got dangling wires all over the place, and he says that he can't really do any more because he needs the plasterers to come in and obviously do the repairs, which we're holding them up because we need to sort this problem out, take it back to brick, and then once we've sorted that problem out, then the damp guys need to come in, do their bit, and then the plasterer can come in and do his bit, and then finally the electrician can come and do his bit, and then in here, particularly in the kitchen, then the kitchen guy can come and do his bit, and then it'll all be groovy. Get you back into it, lad.
So you're recording, huh?
I am recording. Look at that. Bit of Jay's dry stone walling. That ain't bad at all, is it?
And it's not falling down.
No.
So the idea out here is we're going to create a little alpine rock garden. Why I've strategically placed these stones in front of me. Get a nice little bit of planting going on here. Alpines over the rocks, and it should look pretty good. So the idea is that we bring this here, all out. Obviously the big tree stump will go. And we'll put a little lawn on here. It should look pretty good, and this is my first attempt at dry stone walling now that the big trees are gone. So that's the idea. Hopefully it'll look pretty good.
Think now it's time for a cuppy tea.
Time for a cuppy tea.
Well earned rest.
Will do. Nicely. So, as if by magic, the plastering is pretty much... Oh, hello. The plastering has pretty much been done since I was last here. I mean, we're bank holiday weekend now. I've been working, so I'm back at the cottage. So what's been happening then?
Well, lots of different things. We've had the plasterers damp-proof course people in, and they have very kindly gone round and done the necessary damp proofing upstairs. We've had the bedrooms plastered, although not in their entirety. They're going to be finished today. So they've put a scratch coat on together with the damp proof membrane course. It's like a, how to put it, it's like a solution that they add in to the render mix. And basically what that does is, because it adheres with it, it provides not only a bit of strength, but it also stops damp from being able to come through. Once obviously you've got that, then they've been able to just skim coat over the top of that, and the room above the lounge has been pretty much done. We've had the ceiling done in there, and the chimney wall, and the opposite wall, the adjacent wall. So they've got to do the window wall and the back wall, and that room will be complete today. And then once they finish those two, which won't take them too long, they'll be able to go and work on the other room. They've already done the scratch coat in there, so it's just a case of getting on and doing the finishing coat, and it's all groovy.
So am I right then in thinking that we've got some more VT?
Yeah!
Let's take a look. After a nice cup of tea.
Of course. So we're in the second bedroom, which is over the living room. As you can see, the wall closest to the partition wall between here and the master bedroom, that was done by Jay and I, and as you can see, that wall is still very damp, starting to dry out. You can see the browning there, which is the undercoat of the plaster. In the corner is still a bit on the damp side compared to the rest of the wall. The bricks aren't in particularly good condition, but that's not so important, because obviously once they put the plaster on, then that will actually hold everything together. As you know, the chimney breast and the chimney was actually discovered when we took the wardrobes out of the room, so that isn't a problem. And we've had the chimney swept, and chimney sweep says everything's fantastic there. So today, Rich, who is also my electrician, has done a day's worth of labour for me, and bless him, he's managed to remove all of the plaster back down to the brickwork in that corner, and also as I pan round you can see the window there, right all the way up to that corner, and off also down the bottom. He's an absolute star. So today I've been waiting in for some builder people to come and give me a quote for repairing the brickwork underneath the window and also the chimney breast, as I showed you before. And if I just turn the camera around now, you'll be able to see. This is the brickwork, or remainder of the bricks, in the master bedroom, which is over the side of the house. And as you can see, after having taken off all of the plaster, the mess really that's been left behind. Okay, after the plasters have been in this morning, we now have a scratch coat of render put on. They've had to build the render up quite thickly in places because around the window the wall has been quite uneven, so they've been able to build that up to make it level and square, same as they've had to do with the chimney breast. And a bit of wood and a bit of aluminium in front of the fireplace there is just holding the beading up. They've still got a little bit of brickwork to the one side to do, but as you can see, this is the bedroom over the lounge. They've managed to put the scratch coat on. Right, so the plasters have now finished, and they're saying that they can't do the master bedroom because of the window fitters coming back in to do around the windows. But what they have done is they've squared up the chimney breast, and because that's going to be thermoboarded, you're not going to see any of that anyway. Now, around this window in the master bedroom, as you can see, what they've done is they've brought the render up as level as they possibly could, up and around the window. However, they want to put plasterboard on and edging strips and so on and so forth, and they're saying they're just going to be wasting their time when they do that, because the window fitters will just rip it all out again. So we're going to have to wait for the window fitters to finish doing their job, and then they're going to come and they're going to put that right once they've been and gone. No peeking! Oh, see what's in here.
Hey!
Sorry!
To put on my cat suit.
Cat suit?
Yeah. Well, it's a protective suit because I'm going to go up into the loft.
Yeah.
And, check out what's up there and get down any junk that we need to get down, because we're going to have a builder in. He's going to come and build a firewall, because we've been told that there's not a wall up in the loft between us and the next house. So I'm going to go up there and see what's up. But I need to wear this in case there's anything nasty up there. So any like asbestos-y type stuff, or you know, thermal insulation.
So you're basically going to look like Darth Vader when you're finished.
You're not my father!
Get on with it!
Right, let me see if I can get in here then.
So, here goes.
There we go, let's see what we can achieve up here.
Push it to your left. Don't push it too far. Now do you see the old hatch?
I don't think I'm going to be thin enough to get up here.
Let's try.
Okay, let's give it a go.
Would you like a source of light?
Yeah, because I can't see a freaking bone. Right.
Breathing!
I'm trying. So there we go, this is what we've got up here, which used to be dark, and yes, you certainly can see into next door, and it is absolutely full of junk up here. Right, let's start getting some of this down then. You want a sock?
Oh, no thanks. Random stuff appearing in my loft. Let's have a look.
Dusty up there. Well, I've been up and we've got a few bits and pieces, so I think we've got enough, what, for a car boot sale.
Look at this little lot. Look at it.
Sort of like scarves
and things.
Shawls and things. Yeah.
And we've had lampshades, and a couple of those lampshades are actually going to be usable, i.e. that one, and one over there.
Yes. Oh, well, so there you go. Another week at the cottage. I think we'll finish it there for now, and we'll see you next time. See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.